Hey guys, this is Derek here. First off, forgive me if I sound like a moron. This is my first YouTube video, so cut me a little bit of slack. I just wanted to say that I listened to your debate between you and Dr. Canner, and want to say that I feel it was, frankly, it wasn't up to par. It's not even worthy of being called a debate. It was more a caller calling into a radio show and answering some questions, and that's I don't think it worked. I think that you guys should put together something that is a little bit more professional, something with a moderator, a timekeeper, more rules, and I believe that that will put out more information and be more fruitful for both sides of the debate. And I encourage the academic debate. I myself am a born again Christian, and but I don't believe that Dr. Canner himself is going about it the right way. Now, he is a fantastic theologian, outstanding professor, and a great dean of theological seminary, which, by the way, minor correction, he's the president of Liberty Theological Seminary, not of Liberty University. I but I feel that evidence can be spun uh, either way, and I feel that people can interpret evidence. And I know that was a major subject on the phone conversation about interpretation, and I believe it. There is no way to prove or disprove God 100% with only logic, with only apologetics. That is not to say that apologetics are not extremely important, and AnswersInGenesis.org and Dr. Canner and many others I won't waste time naming, but these people that spend their lifetimes giving archaeological evidence, historical evidence, scientific evidence of the existence of God is very important. But ultimately, you have to come down to the fact that a human being must believe in something they cannot see. When all the arguments have passed, when all the debate is done, when all the mouths are shut, someone is going to have to believe, a human being will have to believe in something they cannot see. I asked Christ into my heart when I was 19 years old, while in the military deployed to Washington, D.C. And I have not been perfect since then, but no one was going to convince me with scientific arguments, because I had an answer for every argument they had in my head before the argument was even made, just as you guys do. I mean, you've dedicated obviously a better part of your lives at this point to disproving God. So the basic law of listening states that you will actively seek out information which encourages and promotes your belief, while actively tuning out information or actively arguing information while it's heard. You're arguing in your head, and even at one point at your podcast, you said you were biting your tongue when you asked Dr. Canner for the three main reasons of why you should believe in God, which proves to me that you weren't really listening. You were just sitting there thinking of all the reasons of why you don't believe what he says is true. You didn't listen with an open heart and an open mind. But at the same time, a Christian is not going to openly and actively listen to reasons of why there isn't a God. So I wonder, is all of this really worth it? Is this whole rational response squad versus the Christians and Dr. Canner? I say worth it. It's important to have academic debate and honest debate. I just feel that with something like this, with something as important and as quote-unquote mysterious and supernatural as God and the belief in God, I mean, is there any evidence short of God himself coming down in the flesh, as he did in the times of the Old Testament, and revealing himself to you, that would cause you to believe? And you say that if there was real evidence that you would believe it. Christians would tell you that there is evidence in creation and evidence in the dramatic changes that happens in people's lives, and yet you have an answer for that. Well, scientifically it's there. So it doesn't matter how much evidence is thrown at you, and it doesn't matter how much evidence you throw at somebody else. Nobody's beliefs are really going to change at this point. But anyway, guys, I can appreciate what you're doing. I just hope that in the future you will continue to have debates, you will open your minds, and that I would actually love to see an in-person debate on the mountain. So I hope that perhaps you and Dr. Canner and Dr. Gary Habermas and some of the other professors at Liberty and some of the other theologians of the world can work something out. I think it would be a historical event, and I think it would gain your group more notoriety than it already has been given. And I also believe that it would put out a lot of good information. Now, whether that information is going to change people's minds, you never know, but at least it's getting put out there. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so I hope you like it. Take care, and God bless. Keep seeking the truth.